All right, so the Insta360 Luna Ultra is out. You've seen all the specs, you've read them. We got dual lens, we got a wireless remote, which is awesome. We got 8K, yada, yada, yada. This is not about specs. This is about whether or not it can track a motorcycle. We already know how great these cameras are for vlogging and travel. But this dual lens generation finally has me wondering if it can replace my bulky mirrorless and save me some space and weight. The big question is whether the continuous autofocusing system can actually track a motorcycle for the kind of shots I do, and whether it can finally pull off those pan shots I've always dreamed of. All right, so first order of business is I need to know whether or not this is going to catch focus on the bike. The Luna doesn't exactly have a super advanced autofocusing system, I don't think. I mean, it's probably designed to track people, so I have no idea if it's going to track the motorcycle. So I want to come at it straight down the middle and see if it will actually focus on me. I think I'm going to forget the wide and let's go 3x right off the bat. So I'm focused right down the middle. Let us see if it will track, or like the focus track, right? We're not doing the tracking just yet. We just want to know if it'll focus. Because I do a lot of shots when I'm adventure riding, like one I'm showing on screen right now. And I want to know if I could use this instead of my big Sony camera and save a whole bunch of weight. So I'm coming straight at her, see if it focuses on me.
I have the camera on continuous focus, but at no point did the system pick me up.
Let's try the 6x zoom. Let's reframe. It's kind of hard to be gentle with the joystick. Although I got the gimbal head on fast right now, so that's probably why.
Hopefully you're watching this on a big screen, but as I ride into the distance you can see there's no change in the focus. If you look at the foreground dirt, it's the spot that's still in focus and not me in the distance. For comparison, here's my A6700. As you can see, it does a great job holding focus as I ride away. It also tracks me well coming towards camera. So it looks like the Luna Ultra isn't designed to just straight focus. But what about if you use the face tracking?
Let me go for a run again and see if, with the deep tracking, if it does the same thing. I have a feeling with the deep track it might work, but when I disappear, will it reacquire me? That's the big challenge for the little guy.
In this instance, with tracking enabled, you can see that the camera keeps focus, and it keeps me in the center of the frame. As I reappear, the camera locks on, loses me, then locks on again. Once I'm close enough, the tracking works pretty well. While the camera can track the bike, the issue becomes the framing of your shot, as the camera is always trying to keep the subject wherever you asked it to. In camera, you can choose from 9 preset positions. It would be awesome if you could face track and lock off the gimbal and framing. I know that just makes it a regular camera at this point, but sometimes that's how you might want to use it.
Oh yeah, you watching this? I totally forgot my freaking backpack. So I got this Moscow freaking strap, and I'm strapping it to this. This bike vibrates like crazy, so hopefully I'm not damaging this thing, because that would suck. All right, I'm gonna try and find like a corner. Maybe I'll do it down there.
Because basically what I want to do now is see if I can do a pano shot kind of thing where you come through a corner and the gimbal tracks you. Not sure if it will do it, but it's pretty dark down there. Oh, okay, that's got some light left. Alright, so I'm gonna give this camera a chance and go wide. So let's do it here. So I'll come from this direction, turn here, and then go down that way. So let us see if that works. So on these things, you also got to figure out where the camera stops. So there's the stop. So I'm going to want to turn it this way. Okay, so then I can go all the way that way. I don't know if you're seeing that. So yeah, like I was saying, so you got to make sure that you have full articulation of the head, because it only doesn't go 360. So I want to go down that way, start over that way, and let's see if I can make that work. All right, so let us see if I can get the proper shot. Auto tracking. So it recognizes me as the person. What if I turn my back? All right, well, let's put this back. And then it catch me again. It has. So it's tracking me. All right, well, let's see if I can get a pano shot out of this. All right, so let's see if I can hide around the corner and then come around. Okay, well, let us see what happened. So I guess if the camera is facing me, it worked. Oh, it is facing me. Well, well, well. Hello, little camera. You actually did your job. But how's it gonna look? All right, that was an actual surprise. So why don't I try doing a 3x zoom of this? Okay. You know what, man? This whole screen removing thing is pretty dope. We're on 3x zoom. We're gonna record. So now I got a green box around me. It's tracking me, so let me put this sucker back in. All right. Start deep tracking. All right. You're on me. So let's try the same thing, but with on a zoom. So what I'm gonna do, no, let's go this way. Did you catch me? Yeah, it caught me. Huh. Did it follow me? Oh, looks like it. It's pretty cool. You tracking me again? Hey, you got me. You reacquired me again. I'm impressed that it keeps reacquiring me, but how does the shot look? I have no idea. I don't know how to freaking view my files. All right, I'm going to try viewing my files again. I have no clue. That's ridiculous. Now I wonder if it keeps me in shot or if I go out of frame and it follows. I have it on the fast head movement. That's not horrible. Not horrible at all. Wow. I really did not think this was going to work. I really didn't. All right, so that worked. All right, so let's up the difficulty level. I want to see if it can track actually through some trees. So the trail comes through these trees here. I'm going to place the camera in line here and see if it'll catch me and then pan over going through here and then around this way. Let's really put this thing to the test and see what kind of tracking we get. All right, let's make sure we have full articulation, which we do. Yeah, this will be a really good test. So let's all right, let's see if this thing can record me. Let's leave the little guy right here. All right, you got me? All right, let's give this a shot.
Right away we can see the issue of objects getting in the way and the tracking stopping abruptly. It does do a good job reacquiring though.
Let's go around slow, give it a chance to actually catch me. Doesn't look like the camera's facing me. All right, that didn't work. Hello. Now you got me. Okay. So that's too challenging. Let me see where it actually lost the tracking. I don't like how it paused behind the big tree. Okay, I'm in the shot. Caught me for a second, then it caught me again. All right, interesting. Okay, so looks like I need to give it a more of a chance. Can't come straight at it. It doesn't like that. So maybe I try something different. Well, what if I come at it through these little trees? I don't know if this is going to be an easier shot, but can't figure this shit out unless you try it. Let's make it so that it sees me walk back to the bike. You know, I really wanted this panning thing to work, but I just don't think it's advanced enough. I mean, if there's nothing in the way, it works. You still got me? All right, looks like it. But when I get out of shot, I don't know.
Okay, I can see it sort of from here, but let's go slowish.
Again, the objects passing through the frame are messing with the system. Insta360 claims AI-driven deep tracking and rapid focus. Sure, when there's nothing in the way, it works. But it's not smart enough to predict movement yet. I look forward to the day when real AI can be integrated into a camera, and you can talk to it and explain the type of shot you're trying to achieve. Imagine the power of a pocket camera with an LLM in it. Maybe that's wishful thinking.
All right, well, let's try coming at it from this way and see what happened. Where is the camera? I can't even see. Oh, there it is.
It's interesting that this little section actually worked. After it reacquired me, it actually did a nice smooth shot to the end. Unfortunately, the system is unpredictable. Okay, so we did the panel test, didn't quite work out the way I'd hoped, and I've been home to look at the footage, and obviously the autofocus track doesn't work in static mode like the A6700 does, so I won't be replacing the A6700 anytime soon for motorcycle stuff. The tracking was interesting, so when it was open, it actually worked. It lagged behind the subject a little bit, and I noticed that a lot with walking around with the camera too. It doesn't quite keep you centered. You end up on the right or left hand side of the frame, and it kind of drags behind you a little bit, which is kind of worrisome. So it doesn't track super well, or not as well as I'd hoped. And yeah, when there's objects in the way it stops and starts when it reacquires you is unfortunate. The reacquiring part of it is cool, but not good enough for what I want to do, which is too bad. But I'm going to send this one back. As much as I love it, I mean, what's not to love? I mean, the image quality is amazing. The remote that pops off is totally awesome and kind of revolutionary in this space. You know, and the case is really good, the way it just pops open and protects your camera. So really like that. I don't like the buttons on the remote. They're a little mushy, don't have a lot of feedback. The joystick's very on and off, and the rocker for the tracking is not that great either. It doesn't have really good feel. So anyways, this is a good try for its first attempt. I think it's super competitive with the Pocket Series, but we're gonna see what the Pocket Series brings. I'm gonna, like I said, bring this back, and we're gonna get the Pocket 4, do the same tests, see if it's any better than this for motorcycle photography or videography. And yeah, that's basically all I got to say about this today. And we'll do a comparison of both once I have the 4P on hands. So that's it for now. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.